So we are going to go ahead and get started tonight. We will welcome our first candidate, which is Kayla Hollifield. She is a candidate for Georgia House District 11. Take it away, Kayla.
Hey everybody, I just wanted to start off by saying thank you for taking the time out to be here this evening, and thank you for everybody working for the mighty 9th District. And I want to say thank you to Susan for all of your hard work, of course. I'll start off by telling you a little bit about myself. I'm a mother to a wonderful 8-year-old little girl. She's definitely my heart and soul, and she's the inspiration behind all that I do. Of course, the day I had her, my whole life changed, and it was no longer about me, and now it's about her and my grandchildren and what kind of world they'll grow up in. So I was born and raised in Pickens County. I grew up in the Tate area, and I was raised by my mother, who is a single mother, and she worked hard every single day to make sure all of her children had a good life. And I can say we did have a good life, so she definitely did that well. My mother is a huge inspiration for me, and she definitely taught me how to be a strong woman and stay true to myself. Although I know she's wondering why in the world I chose this career path, that's okay. so that's okay. I graduated from Pickens County High School in 2008 and went on to Gainesville State College. I went to Gainesville for 2.5 years. I studied sociology. That was what I really loved, and that was what I was really good at. I went later to Chattahoochee Tech for 2 years as well. I have been serving on the Pickens County Library Board for over 2 years, representing Talking Rock. I've always had a passion for helping those around me, whether it be, by choice or not. I feel like I've always been, a leader to lots of people around me. The older I get, the more I want to help people, and the more I want everyone to succeed. And also, I want everyone to have a place they're happy to call home, and not just for them, but for their children and grandchildren. So why am I running? In 2016, I decided I was going to get more involved and just put the walking with the talking, I guess you could say. I am actually the first woman to run as a Democrat for the House of State Representative in District 11, so that was really cool when I found that out. I just saw that we needed help. I saw that we needed a voice, and I saw that we needed real leadership without party picking, and to just be solely here to work for the people. So that's what I intend to do. I will not base my decisions on party. I just want to do what is best for the well-being of all people. So basic human rights. So I think it's definitely time for that. Like I said, I've always felt in my life I have been a leader in some aspect. So whether it be with family or friends or just those around me. So I want to take that same experience throughout my life and bring it to the Capitol to work for you and your family. I just simply want to be a good leader. I want to set a good example. And most of all, I want to have dignity and respect. And I want to be transparent and just. And most of all, honest. So the issues that matter to me most, because there are lots of issues, but we don't have time for all of them. So a few that matter to me most are making sure we have affordable health care for all, while we also have an option for those who prefer to stay with a private company. I think it's important to give people options. You should not be turned away from a doctor because you can't afford or you don't have the money to go to the doctor, and we should not have a no money, no doctor system. We can have affordable health care, and when we do, we'll no longer have to deal with these huge leftover doctor bills of the uninsured. So, of course we know that if we do this, then we won't have these huge bills that the taxpayers are left to pay.
Speaker just speak without.
I want to protect and improve our public school system. especially with what we've experienced with COVID the past few months. We just need to put our teachers back to the top of the priority list. I feel like they're not really heard right now. They don't feel totally supported, and I feel like they are our frontline workers, and they should definitely be at the top of the list when it comes to our children's education. They were promised a $5,000 bonus. That never happened. We have only had our public school system fully funded twice in the past 20 years. So I think that it would be great if we could try that again. I want to protect our democracy and make sure that I'm working for the people, which is what a representative is meant to do. I want us to feel secure when we vote, no matter how we decide to vote. Because we should have options available for the ones who can't drive to the polls, or the ones with health conditions, or who simply just need some help. Voting is one of our loudest ways to express our opinion, so let's make sure everyone gets that right and equally. Most of all, I want to listen to the people. I want to hear from my community what my community wants and needs are. And more than ever, I will make sure you are heard. I know how it feels to not feel heard and to have an issue that you bring to your representative and you just don't feel that your voice is heard. So I want to change that. I want to have a way where I want you to know I hear you. I want to bring public engagement back. How do you know what your community needs if you don't ask them? As a representative, I want to make decisions based on what my community wants, not what I want. This is not about me, it's about you. Lastly, I want to be clear that yes, all lives matter, but Black lives will not truly matter until we prove that they do with our actions and not just our words. Those are just a few of the issues I'm passionate about. But most importantly, I truly believe we can't fix any of these issues until we have honest, true, bipartisan leadership. So we're not getting anywhere until we come to the table together. We've been divided for way too long. So my campaign is all about bridging the gap. I would like to bring us back together and work together with my Republican colleagues firsthand to get more done for you and your family, because that's what our job is about. We have a lot more in common than we could ever imagine if we would just put our pride aside and just sit down and try to get to know each other again. And like I said, work for the people and quit putting ourselves first. Besides that, we're not getting anything done, so it's kind of pointless. I think we can all agree we're pretty aggravated with the party picking, so I think we need to go back to the drawing board and get to know each other. And like I said, let's represent District 11 for all the people. My opponent has been representing District 11 for 10 years. That's 10 years he's had to prove to the community that he is working for the people, but yet he has voted against the hate crime bill twice. That bill protects every single one of us, so why would you vote no? That is why we must have term limits where we do not have a representative for life. Progression is inevitable, so when we do move, let's move forward for the betterment of all people, because we will always get more done together and we need each other. So that's pretty much the gist of my campaign, bringing us back together, having a representative that works for the people again and not for themselves. I would love to chat or answer any questions that anybody may have. If you want to reach out to me on Facebook, something you can do to help my campaign is to please like and share any social media. So I'm on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. And that's it. Thank you so much, and God bless.
Thank you, Kayla. Thank you very, very much.